I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical when I first heard about the Koolatron dual-zone wine fridge and wine cooler. I've seen my fair share of wine fridges before, and let's just say that some of them have been a bit of a disappointment. Some are too small, others are too loud, and half of them can't even keep a bottle at the right temperature. But then I got my hands on this particular model, and honestly, it's been a game changer for me. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the size of this thing is perfect. It fits 56 cans in 18 bottles, which is way more than I expected for a 24-inch unit. I've got a pretty extensive wine collection, with a mix of reds, whites, and even a few sparkling wines, and they all fit without crowding. The dual zone feature is a total game saver too. My whites and reds stay at their ideal temperatures in separate compartments, so I don't have to worry about one affecting the other. I keep the top zone around 45 degrees Fahrenheit for my whites and the bottom around 55 degrees Fahrenheit for my reds, and it's been spot on every time. I mean, think about it, different types of wine need to be stored at different temperatures. Whites, for example, are best stored between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 50 degrees Fahrenheit, while reds are best stored between 50 degrees Fahrenheit and 60 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you're like me and you've got a mix of both, it can be a bit of a challenge to keep them all at the right temperature. But with this dual zone feature, it's a total breeze. I can just set the temperature for each zone and forget about it, knowing that my wines are being stored at the perfect temperature. The compressor cooling system is also really solid. Unlike some thermoelectric models that struggle in warmer rooms, this one keeps temperatures steady even when it's hot in the kitchen. I tested it during a summer heat wave, and it never once overheated or let the temperature drift. Plus, it's really quiet, like library quiet. I barely notice it running, which is a big deal if you're trying to keep things peaceful at home. I mean, who wants a noisy appliance in their kitchen, right? The digital touchscreen is also super intuitive. You can set exact temperatures for each zone, and the controls are right there on the front panel. No fumbling with hidden dials or confusing interfaces. I also like that it has a Sabbath mode for those who observe, which is a nice touch I didn't expect in a mid-range fridge. It's just a really well-designed interface, and it makes it easy to use the fridge without having to consult the manual. The build quality of this fridge feels really premium too. The French doors open smoothly, and the interior lighting makes it easy to grab a bottle without blinding yourself. The shelves are sturdy, and the glass is thick enough that I don't worry about it cracking if I load it up. It also works as a built-in or freestanding unit, so whether you're installing it under the counter or just tucking it into a corner, it fits right in. I've got mine installed under the counter, and it looks really sleek and modern. I've been using this fridge for about 2 months now, and the only thing I'd mention is that the door seals are a bit tight at first. It took a few days for them to loosen up, but once they did, everything worked smoothly. Also, the back clearance needs a little space for ventilation, so make sure you measure before installing it as a built-in. You don't want to block the ventilation and end up with a fridge that's not working properly. One of the things I've been really impressed with is how well it's held up over time. I've had some wine fridges in the past that started to decline in performance after a few months, but this one still keeps my wines at the perfect temperature. It's also been really low maintenance. I just clean it out every few weeks and make sure the door seals are clean, and it keeps on running smoothly. I think what really sets this fridge apart is its versatility. It's not just for wine enthusiasts, it's also great for anyone who likes to entertain. I've had friends over for dinner parties, and this fridge has been a total hit. We can grab a bottle of wine and some beers, and everything is chilled to perfection. And because it's so quiet, we can have a conversation without having to yell over the sound of the fridge. All in all, this fridge does exactly what it promises. It keeps wine at the right temperature, looks sleek in the kitchen, and doesn't make a racket. If you're serious about wine storage but don't want something massive or overly complicated, this is a great pick. I've been really happy with it, and I think you will be too. Check it out using the link below if it sounds like the right fit for you.